If you are an American executive in 2026, you have heard the narrative. Manufacturing is coming back. Reshoring is accelerating. Domestic production is rising. Asia is losing dominance. But inside global supply chains, the reality is more complex. Yes, reshoring is increasing. Yes, strategic sectors are shifting, but Asia is not disappearing. In many cases, Asia is evolving faster than Western companies expect. Today, we are going to break this down clearly. No politics, no headlines, just structural economics. Is US manufacturing truly returning at scale? Or is Asia still structurally dominate in global production? And more importantly, what does this mean for executives making sourcing and capital decisions in 2026? What reshoring actually means? First, we must define reshoring properly. Reshoring does not mean full manufacturing return. In most cases, it means partial assembly relocation, strategic sector localization, government incentivized industries, automation-driven domestic production. Industries like semiconductors, defense, energy, critical infrastructure. These sectors receive government support, but consumer goods, industrial components, mid-tier mechanical production, those still rely heavily on Asia. Let me explain you why. Supply chains are ecosystems, and ecosystem cannot be rebuilt overnight. Let's analyze structural cost. Even in 2026, labor costs in Southeast Asia remain significantly lower. Industrial clusters in China remains unmatched. Supplier density reduces transaction friction. Tooling ecosystems are faster in Asia. In the US, automation offsets labor cost, but not entirely. Energy compliance, insurance, and regulatory layers increase production costs. For reshoring to dominate, three things must align: high automation penetration, consistent domestic demand, long-term capital stability. These conditions are developing, but not universal. Asia still holds cost density advantage in many sectors. Supply chain depth, Asia's structural advantage is not just labor, it is depth. In a single Chinese industrial zone, you can find raw material processors, tooling suppliers, component fabricators, assembly lines, packaging vendors, export logistics, all within 50 kilometers. This density reduces lead time coordination, friction cost escalation. Rebuilding this density in the US takes years, possibly decades. Executives must understand this before making emotional decisions. Capital allocation trends. American companies are diversifying, but diversification does not equal abandonment. Instead of leaving Asia entirely, many firms are reducing concentration risk, building secondary facilities in Vietnam or Thailand, maintaining China for scale production, localizing high-value segments domestically. This is hybrid globalization, not reversal. Smart leaders allocate capital where structural advantage exists. Automation factor. One of the strongest reshoring argument is automation. Advanced robotics reduce labor dependency. AI-driven quality control improves efficiency. But automation requires high upfront capital, skilled labor, stable energy cost, long-term volume predictability. Small and mid-sized firms struggle to absorb this cost quickly. Asia is also automating. China is heavily investing in robotics. So automation narrows labor gap, but does not eliminate ecosystem advantage. Strategic sectors versus mass production. Reshoring is strongest in defense, energy, critical technologies. But mass consumer goods and mid-tier manufacturing remain globally distributed. Executives must separate national strategic priorities from commercial manufacturing logic. They are not the same. What smart leaders should do, instead of asking, is reshoring happening? Ask, where does reshoring make sense for our product line? Where does Asia maintain structural advantage? How do we design hybrid supply chains? Leaders who operate in nuance outperforms leaders who operate in slogans. US manufacturing is not disappearing. Asia is not collapsing. The global manufacturing system is restructuring. Executives who understand structural economics, not narratives, make better decisions. And in 2026, strategic clarity matters more than ideological optimism. Thank you for watching my channel. Until next time. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thanks.